Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is August 16th, 2022, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the U.S. stock markets continue to climb, with the tech stocks lifting the markets higher. Now, there's no major economic events scheduled for today. So as we look at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the euro is back on support as it retraces versus the USD. Then in terms of the indices, as spoken, the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones continue climbing once again. Now looking at commodities, gold retraces at resistance while oil trades lower, breaking that $90 a barrel. Now looking at the stocks, Apple, Google, and Amazon continue to lift the markets higher. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin trickles lower. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. We're going to take a look first at the EURUSD. So let's just get that up. There we go. And you see that we are at that bottom of the range. Now, this has retraced quite significantly from 136 down to 160-ish level. That's over a 200 pip retracement. So that is significant. Now, we are at previous support right here as we continue to test it. Now, if we break lower, there's a lower support just below it at this one area, 120-ish area, so that is our next level. So keep that in mind as that continues to retrace. Now, looking at the other major symbols, looking at the GBP USD, also retraced, while we're looking at the Australian dollar nosedive yesterday. Okay, you could see that quite clearly as it came down to 70.28. Now this has really taken a toll, as you know, it was pump and dump kind of situation after its interest rate decision. Now jumping in commodities, for looking at gold, let's look at it at a 4-hour chart. Beautiful retracement at that Fibonacci level. Now those of you who have been watching me for quite some time have seen this Fibonacci quite already. So this is just to be anticipated, right? As it hit that 1800, couldn't break above it, and then finally faltered. Now looking at crude oil, same story. We're trading at support. So if it does break this $88, we could see it further break down, perhaps even to the $83 range. Now looking at the US markets first, looking at the Dow Jones breaking 200-day moving average. Now this is really very important because that is significant on a daily. To break the 200-day moving average is quite a recovery. And looking at the NASDAQ, it's getting close. It's getting very, very close to that recovery to 13,957 as we're hitting the balance of the summer trading months with volume. Okay, so this is really bona fide as it's make this comeback. Now looking at the stocks, Apple continued to climb higher to 173. That's a $5 race. Looking at Facebook, didn't break higher, so this is remaining weak. However, looking at Microsoft, did break out to that 200-day moving average, also on a daily. This is really important. And if we look at Amazon and Google, they did the same thing. You can see that quite clearly at 143, and Google hitting that 122. So everything is really just testing its upper limit here when we're looking at the tech stocks. Now lastly, looking at Bitcoin, not doing much here. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit disconcerting, where I would expect it to continue going higher. It's just being challenged by this 25,000 level and just breaking lower every time it hits it. So I'm more inclined to think that it's not going to break higher if the rest of the markets did go higher and Bitcoin didn't. So keep that in mind. So as we're going into today's session, there's still some positive sentiment looking at the tech stocks, so that might continue later today. So keep that in mind as we go into the balance of the summer and hopefully hit September very soon. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day.